Alright, so we're back. Last time we were looking at some Legends mode, and now what we're going to do is we're going to start off another adventurer, but this time I want to try to make a party. And, I don't know, I'm going to kind of take my time with it. I kind of want to do, like, I don't know, have the characters kind of fit certain, like, a certain niche. So, okay, who can we be here? Blue Jay Man, Cardinal Man, Dwarf, Elf, Goblin. I'm just gonna go with Dwarf. We're gonna make a party of dwarfs. And I'm gonna stick with Hero this time, because I feel like if I want to specialize, Hero might be the way to go. Like, your starting stats don't really impact the game a whole lot, because a lot of them you kind of pick up along the way, a lot of the important ones, at least from what I've found. So I don't really particularly know if being demigod is really that much of a benefit or not. I don't know. Okay, so we have two places to be from. We can pick a background. I like that one. It's central. I think that's the one we went with before. Dwarf Hero. Mayfall. Edam Beckham. Mayfall Key Springs. That's a good name. Mayfall. Okay, so... Okay, we can pick a home. We have all these different places. Mob Ceilings is a dwarven hillock. Some doesn't live there, and it is controlled by the organized palace. We can be from Yearling Ceiling again. Is Wolf Paints on there? No. Of course it isn't. Okay, so Yearling Ceiling is on there. Roughly 100 live there, and it is controlled by the laborious furnace. Maybe, I don't know, maybe less is better? Maybe less people? Because, I mean, like, we're going to be having companions right off the get-go, so maybe that's not something we need to particularly be concerned about, is how many people are there. But, like, I don't know, typically that's something I'd probably look at. I don't know. I like the sound of Hawk-Paged. It's a dwarven hillocks. Some dozen live there, and it is controlled by the Abyssal Bridge. Or, like, I feel like I've read that before. Are there other ones that are controlled by the Abyssal Bridge? Is that the civilization? I feel like I've seen that before somewhere. Okay, I'm making it up, I guess. We're going to go with Hawk-Paged. You are a potter in Hawk-Paged, a dwarven hillocks, and you have never strayed far from home. You are a faithful worshipper of Icon, the god of truth, and you belong to the Born sect. Okay, let's look at occupation here. What do we want to be for an occupation? Who are you, Mayfall? What kind of person are you? You're a fisher dwarf. That's who you are. I don't know. I could probably put more thought into this. I'm not exactly sure what the occupation really determines. I think it just boosts certain stats to master right away. So I think if you are a farmer, I think it boosts like your agriculture skills to master right off the bat, which, I mean, I'm sure there's some benefit to that. And as far as adventurer mode, I don't really know if that's the case. I don't know. Maybe if you guys know, you could let me know in the comments or something. I'm kind of just figuring this out as I go. Beliefs. Icon, the god of truth. We have some choices here. The Hideous Order is a religion whose adherents worship Godum, the fatal phantom, the god of disease and balance. Idek, the goddess of luck, gambling, games, and art. The Golden Creed is a religion whose adherents worship Catthir, the stern, the god of victory, war, and fortresses. Like that one. Icon is the god of truth. And Nun. We're going to go with the Golden Creed because I like that. That sounds cool. Okay. We believe... Oh, an ardent worshipper. Let's throw in a little doubt. We're a faithful... No, we're a worshipper. Just a worshipper. We aren't like... Our mind's not made up yet. We're still figuring stuff out, you know? Okay. I like the name Mayfall. I'm not going to change that. I think that's fine. Oh, we're a female dwarf. I want to become a male dwarf for this character. Yes. I don't know why. Alright, next. Skills. Okay, so attributes remaining 35. So your attribute points I've found are kind of important as they determine kind of your level cap, I guess, in a way, because these can only go up so much, and by you adjusting them here, you can kind of set like what your full potential really is. So if you put like a bunch of points into strength, then like your actual full strength is like double that, I believe, is what the rate is. So like having average strength gives you like a max capacity of like whatever double average is. But if you were to raise that up to like superior, then then your cap goes like a lot further because you start from superior, right? So I mean, maybe I have that wrong, but that's the way it was explained to me. So I'm gonna go with average strength. We're gonna have decent agility because I want to be more of a dodger this time with this character. Maybe I'm overthinking this because we're building a party. I don't know. Toughness, because that's required. Recuperation's good. Oh, wow, we're already out of points. Okay, let's put a point into... Alright, we need to specialize. We need to specialize a little bit more here. No, yeah, I like having good agility. I don't know, let's put one into endurance. This is going to be our fighter. I think. We want you to be a spear dwarf. Spear dwarf, there you are. A really good one. Skilled spear dwarf. Okay, what other skills? Okay, you need to be somewhat of an observer. Observers are good. Swimming is essential. Climbing, sure. Ambusher and tracker we can kind of build up as we go along. Shield and armor might be important. Dodger is definitely important. You need to have that. Wrestler, yeah. Biter. Reader, we need to have a point in reading. Alright, so now I think we can kind of specialize these a bit more. I don't know if on the next page if there's anything we need for this character. Because yeah, I kind of want him to be... Oh yeah, he's a professional fisher dwarf. See, I knew it. Oh yeah, we can have a medic too. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Alright, so... Yeah, skilled spears dwarf. We want you to be a thrower, because I wonder if, like, throwing a spear is any sort of adequate... I don't know, viable technique. So I'm sure you can throw a spear, right? But, like, you can throw any object in this game that you can hold, right? So I'm sure throwing a spear has to yield some sort of result, potentially. What else do we want to be? Striker. Sure. A lot of these, so these ones, Dodger, Wrestler, Striker, Kicker, those ones are kind of like unarmed combat, I believe. So I don't think having points in Striker affects your ability to wield a spear. At least, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could test that a bit more. But that's I don't know. That's what I believe. That's my beliefs. Dodger's important. Let's put some more points into dodging. And then another point into Spear Dwarf if we have the budget. We do not have the budget. Yeah, let's put some points into Fighter. Okay, that looks good to me. Next. Appearance. Sideburns are clean shaven. His very long mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard is neatly combed. His long hair is arranged in double braids. His rust eyes are very wide set. He has a deeply recessed chin. His ears are tall. His nose is short. His hair is burnt umber. His skin is burnt umber. Sorry, just give me 1 second. One second there. Sorry about that. One day I will have editing software and I will be able to cut stuff like that out. But, alright. So, I don't want to really... Because, like, it generates your appearance based on what your culture, your surroundings are, right? So, I don't really want to mess with that too much. Because I don't really think it makes that big of a difference in the long run, right? Because you'll probably appear like more of an outsider if you look different from the rest of the... from the group that you come from. I don't know if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't affect anything. Personality. He personally finds the pursuit of knowledge to be a waste of effort and does not respect the law. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. He is not a private person and freely shares details of his life. Same. He almost never feels discouraged. He has a calm demeanor. Not same. He tends to be a bit stubborn in changing his mind about things. He is stubborn. Like others in his culture, he holds craftsmanship to be of the highest ideals and celebrates talented artisans and their masterworks. Greatly prizes loyalty, values family greatly, sees friendship as one of the finer things in life, believes that honesty is a high ideal, greatly respects artists and their works, really respects those who take the time to master a skill, deeply respects those that work hard at their labors, respects fair dealing and fair play, values cooperation, finds merrymaking and partying worthwhile activities, values martial prowess, values leisure time, respects commerce, and finds nature somewhat disturbing. I think we can all agree with parts of that, you know? Alan seems to be a very down-to-earth guy. I feel like crafting a masterwork may not be the goal for you, though, because you're probably going to die immediately. Craft objects, strong need. I don't know if I like that. Oh, I guess we can do some crafting. Crafting in adventure mode is fairly limited, I believe. I'll need to look into that a bit more. There's a lot I need to learn about this game, but I'm kind of just doing it as I go, which I think is probably I don't know, it's a fun way to play the game. It's probably entertaining to watch me mess up. I'm just going to continue, and that all seems just fine with me. Alright, so you have a copper spear. Oh, I learned this too. You can increase the quality with W, and Q is decrease the quality, so you can like take the copper spear and make it into a well-crafted copper spear. Finely crafted copper spear. Superior quality copper spear. Exceptional copper spear. That's as good as it gets. Sorry. I don't need to do that. We'll go with a well-crafted spear. Small donkey leather trousers. Yes, sure. Do I want to switch some of this out for some proper armor? I think that's a good call. I think let's do that. Let's just we'll remove stuff as we add stuff. I think is what we'll do. That's probably gonna take some time, so I'm sorry about that in advance. Yes. So new. We're gonna look at armors. At this point, I should be like becoming faster at this game, though I don't really believe that I am. I think I struggle pretty bad still. One day. Game's got a very steep learning curve. Iron mail shirts. Okay, iron mail or breastplates? I think breastplates. We have copper breastplates. Bronze breastplates. I don't know what the best material is for a breastplate, to be honest with you. Bronze seems to be like a good middle of the road sort of route. Iron, since it is very expensive, would seem to me to be like the higher end stuff. I'm gonna go with bronze. We can wear that on top of our shirt too, I believe. I don't know if we necessarily need a dress and a coat. That's cool. If we add equipment, it automatically sizes to whatever creature we are. That's another thing I didn't really touch on, is when you pick up equipment, sometimes it's not sized for you. So like if you're a dwarf and you pick up human equipment, I don't know if that's necessarily compatible. So like that's something you kind of need to think about when you're picking out your race in the beginning of the game, is like the availability of materials for you to actually like pick up and accumulate and use in the world. And yeah, for example, if you like play as a kobold, you'll never get kobold armor unless you find other kobolds that are wearing armor. There's like, I don't believe there's any other way to do it. Yeah, continuing. I feel like I'm rambling on this episode quite a bit. It's probably fine. Copper helm, a cap. Helms are better than caps. We'll do that. We already have a cap. Okay. New. Let's see. Handwear, iron gauntlets. I don't know. I'm finding that like when your hands become injured, that does some damage to you. So maybe investing in some like proper hand protection's a good idea. But like full arm protection, so maybe gauntlets is the way to go as opposed to gloves or mittens. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. I'm gonna go with bronze gauntlets. That's what I'm going with. Oh, before I forget, I want to add another, where is it? Do I not start with one? No, there it is. Okay, spider monkey, leather, water skin. I want to add one of those. Oh no, that's quality. Whoops. Okay, we want to increase the quantity. Plus. Yeah, okay, cool. And then more food too. More food never hurts. I don't believe, and I've only been playing for a little bit of time, but I don't believe that having a party and switching characters too terribly often actually affects your hunger as much. I think when you're just playing as one, the others, like the other people in your party, I think they manage themselves, so you don't have to worry about making sure everybody's well rested or everybody's well fed. I believe that's how the game works. I could be entirely mistaken, but I kind of hope that's the way it works because it'd be a pain to have to manage all that. So yeah, here's hoping. Digging implements. I want to try a pick. We were going to do that last time and we didn't do it. We have 1 point remaining. We don't even have enough for a mount. I think that's okay. We can pick them up. Like, we saw how plentiful horses were. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We'll do a capital N. I'm just going to go with a small party, you know? Let's go with a... No... Well, yeah, let's go with a human. Human this time. Human, hero... Next. From... Okay, we could pick some places. I don't know if, like, picking a different place from our other party member is going to affect how the game starts or not. Maybe I think it just affects what your background knowledge of certain areas is, would be my guess. But I think it would start everybody out in the same place. Kingdom of Bolts. I know that picking Outsider is typically a bad move, as it kind of like, it really sets you back. It doesn't give you like any sort of history to work with. And typically it only starts you, like, the way it was before, it only starts you out with like a dagger. Okay. Human Hamlet, controlled by the Wooden Group. The Wooden Group. You're gonna call your group the Wooden Group? Inkwet is the human hamlet, some dozens live there, and it is controlled by the Coalition of Metal, as opposed to the Wooden Group. I love this game. Shelter Dawns is a human hamlet, some dozens live there, and it is controlled by the Council of Humor. I like it. That one. You are a metalsmith in Shelter Dawns, the human hamlet, and you have never strayed far from home. You are a dubious worshipper of the god of consolation. Perfect. Metalsmith. He'll be all blacksmith. Yeah, you worship the goddess of consolation. Next. Alright, so, strength. Good strength. Agility, no, not so much. Toughness, yeah. Endurance, maybe not so much. Recuperation... Are we going for like a glass cannon with this guy? I don't know. I'm like overthinking this and underthinking at the same time. Endurance. We can like do one more or two more of these. He's real patient. He's kind of soft spoken. He's a real timid guy. He's real patient. He really thinks through his stuff, you know? He's got some empathy. He's the kind of guy you want to hang out with, you know? He's an axeman. He's gonna be our barbarian. That's kind of what I'm thinking. He's a real good axeman. He's a competent axeman. He's a little overconfident in his axing abilities. Axes are cool. I like axes. Fighter? Sure. Need to be a fighter. Swimmer? Oh, you bet, yeah. Okay, we need to get the essentials out of the way. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, we need reader. We need reader, fighter, swimmer. Those ones are essential. Shield user. Are you going to use a shield? Are you going to use a shield and an axe? I don't think so. I think you're just going to use an axe. But you'll be a good dodger. I like it. Okay. I want to put him at a fairly decent at these things because I feel like that's kind of his element, maybe? No, maybe not. I don't know. I'm overthinking this. I have this idea of him in my head, but I'm not, like, I don't know, expressing it well, probably. Striker, kicker. He's another fighter, you guys. That's what we're going with. This is gonna be a party of fighters. Wrestler. Wrestling's good. I didn't get into any wrestling in the last game. We should get into some wrestling. Wrestling's interesting. We still have 25 points left. Let's up some of these. Make you a skilled axeman. And a pretty competent fighter, you know? A competent dodger. And then we have 3, so we can't do anything else there. Alright, so next. His wavy hair is extremely long. He is tall and muscular. He has very low cheekbones, and he has a round chin. He has a low voice. His somewhat splayed out narrow ears are very short. His quite sparse eyebrows are extremely short. His hair is amber. His skin is pink. His eyes are jade. It sounds like every human I've ever met in my life. I'm just kidding. That doesn't sound like any human I've met in my life. Well, maybe a few humans I've met in my life. Anyway, I'm rambling. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna leave it governed by local population information. I love this game, how it does stuff like that. It collates all that data and, like, uses it in a meaningful way, and that's so cool. Okay, he personally sees life as unfair and doesn't mind it that way. Doesn't really value merrymaking and doesn't see the attainment of knowledge as important. You know, that seems like... That's fair. That seems like the build we're going for. That's the idea I see in my head when I, like, think of this guy. He does not enjoy participating in physical confrontations. Okay, false. That doesn't work. And he works to square this natural tendency with his respect of martial prowess. Interesting. He has a strong tendency towards privacy. He tends to ask others for help with difficult decisions. He is somewhat uncomfortable around those that appear unusual or live differently from himself. He is assertive. He can occasionally lose focus on the matter at hand. He generally finds himself quite hopeful about the future. He rarely feels discouraged. He takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. Like others in his culture, he believes that honesty is a high ideal, treasures leisure time, and thinks it is very important in life. Greatly respects individuals that persevere through their trials and labors. Sees the whole pursuit of art as silly. Finds those that engage in trade and commerce to be fairly disgusting. Believes that those who sacrifice for others should be deeply respected. Finds the pursuit of skill mastery off-putting. Values family. Values martial prowess. Values independence. Disregards tradition. Values self-control. Values a harmonious existence. Values eloquence. Values tranquility and a peaceful day. Values decorum, dignity, and proper behavior. He's polite. Finds friendship burdensome. He sees guile and cunning as indirect and somewhat worthless. Sees war as a useful means to an end, and values cooperation. I don't know. Like, reading this, I feel like I've met this person, you know? there's just, I don't know, this game builds such rich characters, you know? I'll never stop talking about it. It's so great. He has a moderate need to take it easy. I think that's a meaningful goal. It's a meaningful, or I guess need. It's a meaningful need. I don't see anything about what his dream is. I guess he doesn't have one. He doesn't have a dream, you guys. That's cool. You know, he just lives life as it is. Good for him, you know? Alright, so copper battle axe. He's got a good copper battle axe. It's real good. It's superior, even. I'm probably going to pay for that later. Badger leather cap. I feel like you need, like, one good piece of, like, good armor. You need one good piece of good armor. Like, what's the most important piece of armor? That's a good question. Is it bodywear, headwear, handwear, footwear, legwear, shields? I believe, in my opinion, that it is headwear, because if your head comes off, you are done. You are done skis. We're gonna go with the, I don't know, the most expensive. I don't know. Okay, so the thing is, I don't know if most expensive means highest quality. Maybe iron is just more rare in this world and harder to come by, and the scarcity might affect the amount of points that it costs. I might be overthinking that, but it seems to me like maybe that's the case. I think if it's between like iron and copper, though, I think iron is definitely the way to go. But you can get a full helm in copper, so maybe let's just do that. Okay. We'll give you a bonus water skin, sure. Actually, do I need two? I wonder if we can like share water skins between the party. And food as well, as far as that goes. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm going to leave that as it is, because like you can get by with the base stuff. I played this game before. You could do it all the time. It's not too terribly difficult. It's not hard to find a river when you need water, you know? You can't use stagnant water pools, but you can use river water. Like, that's fine. Or heat up some snow. There might be, like, we didn't see much snow, but there can be snow, and snow's fairly plentiful when you do have it. A hemp pouch. I think you're great, but let's give you a pet, you know? Let's give you a pet. Because we have some points remaining. We don't have many. We don't have many points remaining. Do we have enough points to give you anything worthwhile here? Some of these, like, are only pets, and you can't use them as mounts. I think a good mount is going to cost you some points, buddy. We'll give you a hunting dog, though. No, a war dog. I don't know. We'll give you a puppy, and we'll figure out what the dog wants to do. You know, when the dog decides what it wants to do. We can have war elephants? No way, I just look at the bottom and see war elephants. Someone needs a war elephant. Next person is having a war elephant. But you, sir, you are getting a puppy. You have a puppy. Sothbod button dress. Great name for a puppy. Great name. Okay, next. Oh, wait, what? No. Back. N, capital N. We want to add a new party member. We're going to have another dwarf from a different place. So a different background. Home? Where's your home? I'm not, like, putting enough thought into these backstories, but bronze pick. It sounds great. That's the one. That's the one we're going to be from. Occupation. You are some sort of animal handler. What is that? Animal dissector? No, not quite. Animal trainer? Animal caretaker? You're a ranger. Yeah. You're a ranger. You're a ranger in Bronze Pick, a Dwarven Fortress, and you have never strayed far from home. You are a ardent worshipper of Godum the Fatal Phantom, the god of disease and balance. You belong to the Hideous Order. Oh, we made you a hero. I was going to make you something else, though. We can have some points to actually put into War Elephant. Back. Shift N. And we need demigod here for this. So this is going to change everything. All that stuff we just did doesn't matter now. Okay. Now we are Erib Vutokroth. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Names are hard in this game. You're an engraver. We want you to be from Bronze Pick still. And, oops, I have to select that. Okay. Occupation, you are going to be, what was it? Ranger? Yes. It's only 2 away. That's great. Okay. Beliefs. Hideous Order. Looking for one that screams out War Elephant with me. I think that one. War and Fortresses. The Golden Creed. That's similar to... Was that what our other guy had? Our other dwarf? Was it? I believe so. I should remember this stuff. I just did it. I just went through all this. Okay. Now we have some choices to make here. Okay, so attributes. We want you to be our brain here. So we want you to have good analytical ability. Real good. Analytical ability and focus and willpower and intuition, patience and memory, linguistic ability, spatial sense. There's so many things here. Oh my god. Okay, you're not a people person though, and you're not creative. And then we're just gonna up these a bit. So we have good analytic ability, we have real good focus, good spatial sense. Spatial sense is important, I think. Intuition might come in handy, and you have some creativity. You're kind of clever. You're a little clever. Wow, you already start off with competent Marks Dwarf right off the bat. That's great. I'm gonna remember that one. Ranger's good. Ranger's a good starting, because now we have 161 skill points to distribute. And these ones are already, like, adequately filled. That's great. I love it. I swear. Absolutely. Okay. Biter. Gotta get the necessary ones out of the way first, right? Okay, so we need, like, intelligence-based things here, right? So, you're a speaker. I think you're kind of our leader, I think. You're a decent speaker. You're a real good speaker. You're a real good speaker. Alright, let's keep going. Persuader. Yes, these are the skills I want to look at. Negotiator, liar, intimidator, judge of intent, conversationalist, a comedian, a flatterer, a consoler, a pacifier. These are all, I don't know, in my mind they're like, really high order intelligence sort of build ideas, but I don't know how much that carries over into adventure mode. So we'll have to see, Oh, do we have an ability here for barter? Because I don't know, the issue I keep on having is like I'll go into trading, but I have no idea what anything is worth. So organizer, sure. Appraiser. That's the one I'm thinking of. Like, it allows you to see how much stuff actually costs, and you can make, like, fair trades. Because if you don't know how to make fair trades, you can kind of... I don't know, it's very hard to play the game that way. From what I found. But yeah, you're adequate at it now. You're pretty darn decent at it, actually. Okay, we need animal training skills, right? Where's our animal related to animaling abilities here? It's probably real simple. I'm probably glazing right over it. Okay, we have rider. We need that. We need some riding ability. I think that's all we got for. Is that really all we got for animal handling? Sort of skills? Oh no. Okay, duh. Animal trainer, caretaker, dissector. Yes, we've already have those. Okay, good. We're just a little bit better at them now. That's so cool. You can advance to expert and only cost you like a few points extra. Oh, that's so cool. See, because you could go from a competent Marks Dwarf to a skilled Marks Dwarf, but to do that with Mace Dwarf, I can't even do it because it costs so much, so many points. That's so cool. Okay, you're a proficient Marks Dwarf? No, you're a talented Marks Dwarf. I'm gonna remember that because that's really useful. I think that I don't know, that gives us a real leg up, I believe. You need to have some sort of, combat prowess, right? Okay, you need to be all right. You're gonna be a Marks Dwarf and you don't have any archery. No, sir, you need to have some archery. Or no, ma'am, you're a female. No, ma'am, you need to have some archery and observation. Though, I guess archery is one of those skills that, from what I've read, you can, actually level that up pretty quick. There's, ways that, if you stand over sand and just throw sand all the time, that'll increase your archery skill. Like throwing objects increases your archery ability, I suppose, from what I've heard. I haven't actually done it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Her very long hair is tied in a ponytail. She has a very high-pitched voice. Her lips are very thick. She has very low cheekbones, and she has an angular chin. She has a broad body. Her slate gray eyes are slightly protruding. Her hair is gold. Her skin is brown. Her nose is somewhat narrow. She personally finds the following of tradition foolish and limiting, values family, and does not care about fairness. She dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. She drops any activity at the slightest hint of difficulty or even the suggestion of effort being required. She is bashful. She is somewhat cruel. She is a perfectionist. Oh man, that's awful. Any sort of difficulty and you're a perfectionist? How do you live? She is always tense and jittery. I can imagine, yeah. She can handle stress, though. She is a walking contradiction, this girl. She is brave in the face of imminent danger. She generally acts with narrow focus on the current activity. She has a tendency towards forming deep emotional bonds with others. She likes to keep things practical without delving too deeply into the abstract. She prefers that everyone live as harmoniously as possible. She could be considered rude. She is somewhat uncomfortable around those that appear unusual or live differently from herself. She doesn't seek out excitement. She generally finds herself quite hopeful about the future. She sometimes acts with little determination and confidence. She can sometimes act without deliberation. She occasionally overindulges. Don't we all? Like others in her culture, she holds craftsdwarfship to be of the highest ideals and celebrates talented artisans and their masterworks. Has a great deal of respect for the law, greatly prizes loyalty, sees friendship as one of the finer things in life, believes that honesty is a high ideal, greatly respects artists and their works, really respects those that take the time to master a skill, deeply respects those that work hard at their labors, values cooperation, finds merrymaking and partying worthwhile activities, values martial prowess, values leisure time, respects commerce, finds nature, something. Scroll. Somewhat disturbing and values knowledge. Yes, that. Make merry, strong need. Moderate needs and other stuff. Moderate need to drink alcohol, and that might be hard to attain. I don't know. I don't have great luck with finding taverns in adventure mode, but I'm sure we can figure it out. Admire art, we can do that. Stay occupied. Eat good meal. Good luck with that one, I'm sorry. Be with friends, practice a skill. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Oh, wow, look at all these points. Okay, first and foremost, we need you to have a war elephant. I don't see it now. Where'd it go? I wonder if can only humans have the war elephants? Is that a thing? I'm not seeing any elephants now. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. I have no idea. What's a good alternative? Because I don't really want to go back and redo all of that. Character creation. I don't believe you could ride a bull. I think I tried that and it didn't work. But you could probably ride a donkey. Donkeys are cool. Urist. Escort trampart. Escort rampart. Wow, I feel like wow, I can't read words. That's in perfect English. Escort rampart. Yes, okay. Back. Copper crossbow. Quiver, some arrows, some bolts. Let's up that. Let's up that to a bunch of bolts. I'm not sure if you hit a certain cutoff and it gives you 2 quivers. I don't know. I don't know how the game handles that. I don't believe you can store 50 bolts in 1 quiver in real life. I don't know. Mongoose leather backpack. We'll give you an extra water skin, just in case. Some extra food. So we have a lot of equipment points remaining, so I don't know. We should use them. We should use them properly, What we shouldn't do is increase the quality of what we already have to really good. That's not what we should do. Really good bolts. Really good socks too, I don't know. I'm messing around now. You have one really good sock and one not so good sock. They're both finely crafted at least, though. Great. Let's give you some armor, too. Let's give you some, good proper armor. This time you're getting... This could be maybe part of our experiment or whatever I want to call it. We're going to give you... Ooh. We have some points to spend, too. What's down here? Alright, so yeah, a lot of this stuff is just the really basic low-level stuff, kinda. A lot of leather in here. And there was some metals at the top of the list, which I kinda hope was gonna be because it's a long list. Let's go back up. Oh, okay. Iron mail shirt. Most expensive thing here is a steel mail shirt. That. Cost another 600 to increase the quantity of it. Is that worth it? Is it worth it to take some of the way from the crossbow? Even that's not enough, though. Well, maybe it is. Let's look at it. Because I think increasing all of these gives us some points back. No, it does not. Well, maybe it did. Did it? I can't even tell. Oh, increasing the quality on these only costs 2. Why don't we just, masterful... things here. That's fine. I'm good with all that, I don't think we need to overthink this any further. What other equipment might you need? Actually, we're thinking about this all wrong. We need to, No, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I know we have points left over. We're just going to leave it. Now we can pick our location. Hawk Paged, Bronze Pick, Sheltered Dawns. Oh, these are their home locations, so we can pick one from a list, and then all three of them start off in that area. That's great. Let's go with, okay, which one was a hillocks? Because that's important. I don't want to start off in a fortress because those are confusing. Those are both fortresses. That's a hillock, but it kind of puts us on an island. Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Sheltered Dawns. Go. Okay, just reunited after a long journey, you are together with your companions again. Mizbo is from here and might have some local information. Let the party venture forth. Press question for help. Alright, so I'm just going to look around what's in this room with us. There's Erib. Urist. That's his, or her. Yeah, it's donkey is there. Mizbo, that's, yep. Sothbod. We're currently playing as a Mayfall, and then we can tab into the other characters. I really like from what I've seen, I kind of really like the way the game handles the party system so far, from what I've seen. Oh. I don't know. Okay. Why is speed 10? Oh, okay. That's fixed. Here we go. Mizbo, pet Sothbod. I'm feeling optimistic about the future. You know what? I am too. And I think I'm going to end the episode right there. I'm just going to save it real quick, and we'll get into this. We'll start off our adventure proper next time. Thanks again for joining me, and see you next time.